They will be working on the AMC8 from 1999. Specifically, we will be talking about the first 14 questions for this span of this video. So let's talk about our first question. Problem 1. 6 questions mark 3 plus 4 minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 5. To make this statement true, the question mark between the 6 and the 3 should be replaced by. So let's talk about this question. 6 question 3 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to 5. So let's see. We can plug in the A, B, C, D into the choices. So we see that from the A, we're able to get 6 divided by 3, which is 2, plus 4, 6, divided by 2 minus 1 is equal to 5. B is 6 times 3, 18, plus 4, minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 21. C is 6 plus 4, minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 12. D is equal to 6 minus 3 plus 4 minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 6. From those, only A is the correct answer. Let's then look at the second problem. The second problem can be solved through the method of intuition. Let's talk about how to solve it. 6 question mark 3 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to 5. So this means that 6 question mark 3 is equal to 2. And we can see that 6 divided by 3 is 2 is correct. Because 6 times 3 is 18. 6 minus 3 is 3 and 6 plus 3 is 9. Now let's talk about the problem 2. What is the degree measure of the smaller angle formed by the hands of a clock at 10 o'clock? Let's see this problem. From this problem, we can see that each of them is 30 degrees. 10 to 12, 11, 30 degrees. 11 to 12 is 30 degrees. Why? Because the total circle is 360 degrees and there are 12 gaps. So each gap is 30 degrees. And since we have 10 to 11 is one gap, so 30 degrees. 11 to 12 is one gap, 30 degrees. So 30 plus 30 is 60 degrees. Which is going to be, let me see, the choice is D here. Sorry, C here. Now let's look at problem 3. Problem 3 states, which triplet of numbers do not have a sum not equal, has a sum not equal to 1? Let's see each of the following choices. A is equal to 1 divided by 2 plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 6 is equal to 1. So this means that 6 divided by 3 plus 6 divided by 2 plus 6 divided by 1 is equal to 1, which is correct. Previous 2 plus minus 2 plus 1 is equal to 1. So this means that 2 minus 2 plus 1 is 1. Yeah, that's right. Now let's look at C. C, 0.1 plus 0.3 plus 0.6 is 1. D is equal to negative 1.1 plus negative 2.1 plus 1.0. This is equal to 0. So D is not correct. E is equal to 1. So therefore, the answer is going to be D. Now let's look at the problem 14. The diagram below shows how the miles traveled by bikers Alberto and Bo John. After 4 hours, about how many more miles has Alberto biked more than Bo John? So let's look at this question. The answer of this question is quite simple because you can find it simply through intuition. Look at this. 60 is the distance he traveled. 45 is the distance Bo John traveled. The difference between 60 and 45 is 60 minus 45, which is 15. Now let's look at the problem 5. A rectangular garden 60 feet long and 20 feet wide is enclosed by a fence. To make a garden larger while using the same fence, its shape is changed to a square. By how much square feet does this enlarge the garden? Let's look at this problem. A is 100, B is 200, C is 300, D is 400, and E is 500. So let's look at it. The perimeter of the original rectangular garden is 60 feet long plus 20 feet wide times 2 is 160. In this case, the perimeter of the square is 160 divided by 4 is equal to 40 centimeters. Since in a square, every side of the square has to be equal. Now let's talk about C. Now let's talk about the area. Area is going to be 40 times 40 is 160, and 160 minus the results we get from the previous one, which is 60 times 20 is 1,200, this is going to be the area of rectangular. So area of the square 160, 1,600 minus area of the square rectangle 1,200 is going to be 400 centimeters square. Now let us look at problem 6. Problem 6 states problem. Bo, Cole, Flo, Joe, and Mo have different amounts of money. Neither Bo or Joe has the same much money as Flo. Both Bo and Cole has more money than Mo. Joe has more than Mo, but less than Bo, who has the least amount of money. So let's see the choices. From the statement 1, we're able to see that Joe or Bo is less than or equal to Flo. From statement 2, we're able to see that Cole or Bo is larger than Mo. From the statement 3, we're able to see that Bo bigger than Joe, bigger than Mo. It should be Bo or Joe bigger than Mo. Sorry, it should be, yes, it should be Bo, Joe, Mo. Combine statement with statement 1, we're able to see that Flo is bigger than Bo, is bigger than Joe, is bigger than Mo. And we combine statement with 2 with statement 1 with statement 4, which is this statement, Flo bigger than Bo, bigger than Joe, bigger than Mo. We're able to get Flo is bigger than Kobo, bigger than Joe, bigger than Mo. Hence, Mo or E is going to be the correct answer. Now let's see the problem. This problem can be solved through pure logic. From statement 1 made to 1, since we said, let's see, since we said neither Joe or Bo has as much money as Flo, this means that Flo does not have the least amount of money, which we have eliminated Flo. From the statement 2, both Bo and Cole has more than Mo. This means that Bo and Cole does not have the least amount of money as they have money that is bigger than someone. So in this case, we eliminate Bo and Cole. Using the same statement, in statement 3, we'll eliminate Joe. Hence, the only answer is going to be Mo, E, which is going to be the choice is E. Let's talk about problem 7. The third exit on highway is located at a milepost 40 and the 10th exit is at milepost 1600. There's a service center on the highway located 3/4 away from the third exit to the 10th exit. At what milepost would you expect to find the service center? So now let's talk about this problem. The distance between the third and 10th exit is going to be 120. 3/4 of 120, which is aka 3/4 of the way from the third to the 10th exit, is going to be 90. We plus it by 40 and hence we're able to get 130, which is going to be the choice E in this problem. Let's then talk about problem 8. 6 squares are colored front and back. Red, R is equal to red, B is equal to blue, O is equal to orange, Y is equal to yellow, G is equal to green, and W is equal to white. They are hinged together as shown. They form folded to form a cube. They face opposite. The white face is. Let's look at this problem. We're able to see that through inspection, W is opposite to B. Because think about this. B go up. R goes attached to B. Thinking this way. So it becomes BRG. We let G rotate. G is left. B is front. R is up. And W is attached to the opposite of B. Hence, in this case, the answer is going to be W. However, this is only for a blue face, white face. I mean, the answer is going to be B because white face is attached to blue, opposite to blue, which is going to be B. So in this case, the answer is going to be A, choice A. B, blue is opposite. Okay, now let's look at the next problem. Problem 9. 3 flowers, beds overlap as shown. Bed A has 500 plants. Bed B has 450 plants. Bed C has 350 plants. Both beds A and B share 50 plants. Beds A and C share 100 plants. The total number of plants is. So let's look at this choice. Choice A, 850. Choice B, 1000. Choice C, 1150, 0. Choice D, 1300. Choice E, 1450. Let's look at this solution. We see that there are 50 plants and 100 plants have been counted twice. So we just add everything up and minus the part that has been counted twice. In this case, 500, 450, 350, they have only been counted once. So we add them up. We minus the 50 and the 100 portion that has been counted twice. So it's 500, 400 plus 450 plus 350 minus 50 minus 100 is 1150. Okay, so in this case, the answer is going to be C. Now let's look at problem D. A complete cycle of traffic light takes 60 seconds. During each cycle, the light is green for 25 seconds, yellow for 5 seconds, and red for 30 seconds at a randomly chosen time. What is the probability that the light will not be green? Let's look at this choice. Let's talk about the A, the authentic solution. Probability is going to be the case that fulfill the criteria divided by the all possible cases. So it's going to be y plus r divided by g plus y plus r. So 35 divided by 60, 7 divided by 12. So which is going to be the choice E. Now let's look at the solution 2, which is guessing. From inspection, we are able to see that C and E adds up to 1. Therefore, the answer must be one of those. By looking at the data, we see that the green is minority and the non-green is the majority. Hence, the answer is going to be bigger than 1 over 2, which is 7.12. Choice 2 is basically an educated guess of guessing. The primary reason for choice is to work. Like if you see the AMC problem, you are able to see that once the two numbers are once in a probability question, the two numbers are complementary to each other, then the answer must be included in one of those. This is a key logic for me to make that educated guess. Now let's talk about 12. 12, 11. Each of the five numbers 1, 4, 7, 10, 13 is placed in one of the five squares, so that the sum of the three numbers in the horizontal row equal to the sum of the three numbers in the vertical column. The largest possible value for the vertical and horizontal or vertical sum is, look at this. We first annotate the graph. A is this one. D is going to be this one. B is going to be this one. E is going to be this one. C is going to be this grid. So in this case, it will be like this. We want A plus B plus C plus D plus B plus C to be the largest. We see that since B occurs twice, B is equal to 13. Hence, the largest is going to be, why is it A plus B plus C plus D plus B plus C? Because this is the logic. A plus B plus C is this line. D plus B plus E is this line. So if we want this equation to be largest, since B occurs twice, it has 12, twice the weight as other numbers. We would want this number to be the largest, as big as possible. So in this case, B is equal to 13, which is the largest number. And hence, the largest number is, for other number, it doesn't matter. So you can just random place 1, 4, 7, 10 into any of those number, into any of those like orders, A, B, A, C, D, E, any of those orders. It doesn't matter. Order doesn't matter. So in this case, the largest is going to be 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 13 is divided by 2 is going to be 24. Let's now look at the problem 12. The ratio of the number of the games won by the number of the games lost no ties by the middle school middies. Middies is the number of the middle school, by the way. Is 11 to 4. To the nearest whole percent. What percent of its game did the team lose? So let's look at this problem. The percentage again is going to be valid cases versus all cases. In this case of valid cases, since the problem asks what percentage of its game did the team lose, the valid case would be the team that the games that the team lose, which is lose. All cases lose plus win. Just 4 divided by 4 plus 4 plus 11 is 4 divided by 15. In this case, it's going to 27%. Now let's look at problem 13. Problem states the average age of the 40 members of a computer science camp is 17 years. There are 20 girls, 15 boys, and 5 adults. If the average girl of the age of the girls is 15, and the average age of the boy is 16, what is the average age of the adults? You know, when I think about this problem, it reminds me of some like ads on the YouTube that says, when I first came to Canada, I was unable to find a job. Yeah, it's that ad. I don't know why. Let's just see. Let's just continue. Let's just look at this problem. So the solution is like since the average age of the 40 members of a computer science camp is 70 years, this age is equal to 680 years in total. And since the average age of girls is 15, 20 times 15 is 300. Average age of boys is 16. 16 times 15 is 340. Hence, the remaining age is 140. And we divide by 5 adults. Is 28. Now let's talk about the problem. In trapezoid ABCD, sides both AB and CD are equal. The perimeter of ABCD is what? We have the choices: A 27, B 30, C 32, D 34, E 48. Now let's talk about those solutions. So basically, we can annotate them because BA is 3, so CC is also 3. In this case, we are able to find that A prime B forms a Pythagorean theorem. Now let's talk about this. 3, 4, 5. So in this case, 3 squared plus 4 squared is equal to 5 squared. That is AB is 5. And since AB is equal to 5 and we use the same logic for CD without loss of generality, we're able to get CD is equal to BA is equal to 5. In this case, we are able to get we are able to find AB is 5, BC is 8, CD is 5, AD is 4 plus 16 plus 4 is 24. So in this case, we are able to just give me a sec. Sorry. 8, 5, 24 plus 34, 40 plus 10, 34 is 42. So we are able to get AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, right? In this case, we are going to get 8 plus 16 plus 5 plus 5 is going to be 34, which is going to be the final answer. Here we come to the end of our lesson, and I hope you have learned a lot. See you next week. Bye bye.